the Europeans imagine that somehow they, or really the Americans, won World War II. And all the Americans did was pretty much put them on rations. It charged for the effort, and they came in at the end. They very quickly ended World War II in Japan by using the atom bomb in Japan before the Russians had a chance to drive the Japanese out and lead to a communist domination of Japan. And the same thing happened in Western Europe. The Americans delayed and delayed and delayed. The Americans wanted the European war to continue as long as it could, as long as it was killing Russians and Japanese. And the Europeans went along with this. This is how the Russian histories see the war. It's how the Chinese histories see the war. That's not how the Europeans see the war. They think, well, we beat Russia before with American help. We can do it again with American help. In this way, just as we carved up the Near East after World War II and Africa between France, Germany, France, England, and the United States, we can do it all again. There's this myth that has somehow created a false narrative guiding how Europeans think about what they can achieve in the future. And it's a false narrative that is almost suicidally self-deceptive.
On that fact, and it has to be stressed as a fact, that the Russians and the Chinese, or more correctly, the Soviets and the Chinese, were the ones who did the heavy burden, carried the heavy burden in terms of defeating fascism. But recently you have Kaja Kallas, the EU foreign policy chief, mocking it, saying, oh, this Chinese and Russians, they're claiming that they defeat fascism. Oh, they don't read books over there. Like, we know that, I'm not sure, I think she watches a lot of movies perhaps as well, thinking maybe World War II was won by Tom Hanks. I'm not sure where her information comes from, but she even mocked the idea in front of camera that this was the case. It
implies there's a different set of books. There's one set of books for the majority of the world population. The German history books and the French history books and the the English history books have all been rewritten from in a more and more extreme distortion of what actually happened.